All right, folks, Alistair McConaughey here. We are on the streets here on Argyle Street today, and we are, as usual, keeping the British end up with our flags and our street stall. We've been here all morning, and we've been getting a very good reception. As always, people are always glad to see us out on the streets, and glad to see British flags on the streets, because very often here in Glasgow you'll find flags of all sorts of other countries. You won't necessarily find your British flags, so glad to see us flying them. Send in your comments, folks. Now, we are going to be on the street on Wednesday the 23rd of April. Now, this is because there is going to be John Swinney's much heralded summit, which he's kind of keeping quiet, it has to be said. He's kind of keeping quiet, and he's not telling us where he's holding it. So we're wondering really what's going on with him and his anti-Scotland summit, his anti-free speech summit, his anti-democracy summit, because he is complaining that there is a rise. What's the summit meant to be about? Well, John Swinney's summit is meant to be about what he's claiming is the rise of the so-called far right in Scotland, which in plain English means the rise of people who don't agree with John Swinney. That's really all that means. But of course, he's got a name to try to condemn them with. But basically, if you don't agree with John Swinney that Scotland's borders should be open to the world, if you don't agree with John Swinney that mass immigration is good, if you don't agree with John Swinney that endless asylum seeking into Scotland is a good thing, then you are, in the eyes of John Swinney, you are far right. So he's holding a conference to complain about the people who disagree with his policies. And of course, we also know that he has got the Reform Party in his sights. Now, he's probably made a miscalculation here, because all he's doing is really putting Reform on the map in Scotland with this. And anybody can see that. But anyway, it's John Swinney, he knows best. And so he is going to be holding this conference. Now, if anybody out there knows what it is and the times and so on, please tell us. It will probably be announced tomorrow in the Sunday papers, I should imagine. But at the moment, we only know that it's Glasgow, Wednesday the 23rd. But we're going to be there with our banners. And we're going to be saying to John Swinney, okay, you don't like the people who want to stop mass immigration, but what's your actual policy on this? Are you actually going to stop it yourself? Or is your policy just simply to keep the numbers coming because it's too difficult for you in your head, in your 1970s student union head, because it's too difficult for you to stop it or to articulate opposition to it? So you don't really have an opinion. You don't have a position that will stop it. You just want it to keep continuing because that's the easiest thing for you. That's what it seems like at the moment. That seems to be his position, because he doesn't want to come up with a position that says, oh, do you know what? Scotland's borders should actually be controlled. We should actually restrict the numbers of people coming in. We should actually restrict the numbers of people claiming asylum. So that's really where we are at the moment with John Swinney. So we're going to be putting him on the back foot. We're going to be putting him basically on the spot and making sure that he's got a position on this and that everybody knows what it is. And so that's going to be this Wednesday. keep an eye on our socials, keep an eye on our Facebook page in particular, and keep an eye on our Twitter page also. And when we get the times and the venue, we will make sure everybody knows about it. But we're going to be there. We're going to be there. And so please join us if you can. James says, April the 23rd is also St. George's Day. It's a day for the outpouring of SNP Anglophobia. Yeah, some of them maybe will be taking that position, I should imagine. Good. Okay, so keep an eye on our socials today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday to find out where we're going to be on Wednesday the 23rd. In the meantime, we're going to be continuing just here in our street stall, which has been doing good work today. And we'll be flying the flags. And if you like what we do, folks, please do give us a follow. And if you're not already, please sign up to forceforgood.uk/sign-up. On Tuesday evening, we'll be sending out an email which will be telling you what we'll be doing on the Wednesday. So please do sign up to that, folks. Good stuff. There's somebody demanding my attention here at the table, so speak to you soon.